My name is Jinal Jhala and I am your instructor of this subject. So first of all, pointer is a derived data type. What do you mean by derived data type? The data type which is derived from the primary data type is called as a derived data type. So pointer is a example of derived data type, and the function of pointer is to store the address of another variable. Now what do you mean by address? This address means memory address. So in memory we have a 0 to 65535 different bytes. Our memory address starting from 0 and our last byte and at 65535. So when you declare any type of variable, that particular variable stored in at particular location, this particular location is called as a memory address, and the function of pointer is to store the address of another variable. How? So just see in the figure here, this is the memory and these all are the different addresses. Suppose I declare one integer variable a is equal to 10, then it is stored at location 1000, and if I want to store the address of this a variable in my pointer, then we can store it. So here pointer is equal to 1000. This indicate it is a pointer variable. Now let's see benefits of using pointer. So very first benefit is pointer saves the memory and increase the processing speed. How increase the processing speed? Because when you doing operation using pointer, it directly work on your address. Means by using pointer we can do operation on directly memory address. That's why we can say that increase the processing speed using pointer. Then we can allocate memory in two different ways. First is a static memory allocation and second is a dynamic memory allocation. Static allocation done by compiler automatically, but dynamic memory allocation done by user, or we can say programmer. So this allocation always done with the help of pointer. So it is very important. Then next, when you want to pass array and string into the function, then by using pointer we can pass it efficiently. Then when you use the concept of function, we can return only one value at a time, but when you use pointer, then it is possible to return multiple values. So this is also one advantage, and we can also use pointer in different data structures like stack, queue, linked list. These all are the data structures you have to learn in your upcoming semester. So these all are the benefits of using pointer. Next topic is how we can declare our pointer variable. So as I said earlier that pointer is a derived data type. So for derived data type, first of all you have to use primary data type. So syntax is like, first you have to write primary data type, then after use the asterisk symbol or we can say star symbol, and then after your pointer name. Here in primary data type we can use any of the data type like integer, float, character, double, etc. So let's see the example here how we can declare pointer variable. So here first pointer is an integer type of pointer, that integer asterisk m. Then second is a float asterisk n, and third is a character asterisk p. Now you think that which type of data type we have to take when we declare the pointer. So just remember this thing, if I want to store the address of any integer variable into my pointer, then compulsory my pointer data type is integer. Then if you want to store any float variable address in your pointer, then your pointer data type is always float. So in this way we can decide data type of our pointer variable. Now let's see how we can initialize our pointer. So what do you mean by initialization? Initialization means assigning a value to our variable, and here in pointer variable we have to assign address of another variable. So just to see the syntax here, first you have to write your pointer name, then after equal to, then use the ampersand symbol. This ampersand is indicate as a address of memory, and then after write your variable name. which variable's address you want to store in your pointer. That variable name you have to write here. Just to see the below example. First of all, I am declaring one pointer, that data type is integer. So integer asterisk m is our pointer variable. Now I am declaring one simple variable, that is integer a. And if I want to store the address of a in our pointer m, then first write the pointer name, that is m. Then after equal to, then use the ampersand sign, and at last our variable name, that is a. So in this way we can initialize our variable. Now how it will store? So let's see the memory representation. So the same example I am writing here. First, when integer asterisk m will be execute in memory, first of all for m pointer one memory location will be allocated. So here just to see in the figure, for m I am taking one random address, that is 1000. Now our second line is integer a is equal to 10. When this statement will execute, for a variable again one memory location will be allocated. So just to see here, for a I am taking one random address 1002. So 1002 is the memory address of our a variable, and in this memory location the value of a will be stored, and here the value of a is 10. So 10 will be stored at 1002 location. Now next line is initialization of our pointer. So m is equal to ampersand a. So when this statement will execute, address of a will be stored in our pointer m. So here you can see that address of a is 1002. So 1002 will be stored in our pointer m. So by using this pointer we can access the value of our a variable as well as address of a variable. So here two symbols are very important. First is a ampersand. Ampersand is called as a referencing operator, and second one is a asterisk symbol, and this asterisk symbol is called as a dereferencing operator. Now what do you mean by referencing operator? When we write m is equal to ampersand a, our pointer variable is referencing here to our a variable, and when you want to print the value of a variable using your pointer m, then compulsory you have to write asterisk m, means dereferencing operator, then our pointer name. So when you write asterisk m, then you will get the output which is stored at memory location 1002. So asterisk m is equal to 10, and when you want to print simple address which is stored in your pointer m, then simply print the value of m. So here you can see that star m is equal to 10 and simple m is equal to 1002. So these two operators are very important for pointer concept. Now let's see how pointer will works with one program. So first of all include header file, that is stereo.h. Then after write the main function. So void main, and in main function I am declaring one variable and assigning some value, that is integer x is equal to 99. So when this statement will execute, one memory location will be allocated to our x variable. So here I am taking again one random memory address, that is 1000, and at this location one value, that is 99 will be stored. Now second statement is integer asterisk p1, means declaration of one pointer variable, that name is p1. So when this statement will execute, again one memory location will be allocated to our pointer p1. So here I am taking one another random address, that is 1002, and p1 value will be stored at particular this location. Now next initialize our pointer variable. So I am writing p1 is equal to ampersand x, means at that time address of x, that is 1000, will be stored in our pointer variable p1. So here you can see that 1000 is stored here in p1 variable. Now I want to print the value of x by using our pointer variable only. Then how we can write it? So just see first printf function, that value at p1 is equal to %d, comma and asterisk p1. So when you use dereferencing symbol, then it will print the value that address, which address is stored in your pointer. So here first of all in p1 1000 address is stored, and at 1000 address the value is 10. So here our output is value at P1 is equal to 99. Now next printf statement, that is address pointed by our P1 variable is equal to %u. Now why we have to use %u? %u is used for unsigned integer and memory address always starting from 0. It is not possible that memory address in negative value. That's why for printing the address always use control string as a %u. So when this statement will execute, 1000 will be print, and when you want to print the address of P1 variable, then just write the ampersand P1. So at that time you will get output 1002. But here for second printf the output is 1000. So in this way we can use pointer to access the value of another variable as well as address of another variable. Now next, second topic is pointer to pointer. So pointer to pointer is also called as a double pointer. So we can declare pointer to pointer similar to pointer in C programming. But for declaring double pointer we have to use one additional asterisk symbol. And how we can write double pointer in declaration? So just to see the syntax, first of all you have to write primary data type, then after use double asterisk symbol, and then after write your pointer name. So just to see the example, integer **ptr is our double pointer. In this way we can declare about double pointer. Now what is the use of double pointer? In previous pointer we have already seen that pointer variable store the address of another variable. But if I want to store the address of my pointer into one another pointer, then it is possible by using the concept of pointer to pointer, or we can say double pointer. Let's see how pointer to pointer will work. So first of all, here you can see in the example integer x is equal to 10. When this statement will execute, for x variable one memory address will be allocated. So here I am taking one random address, that is 1000, and at that location one value 10 will be stored. Now just to see the second statement, integer asterisk p1 comma asterisk p2. Here p1 is a simple pointer and p2 is our double pointer, or we can say pointer to pointer. So when this statement will execute, one memory address for P1 will be allocated, same for P2. So here I am taking random address 1004 for P1 pointer and 1008 for our double pointer. Now initialize our pointer P1. So I am writing P1 is equal to %x. So address of x will be stored in our P1 pointer. So in P1 1000 will be stored because the address of x is 1000. Now I can store the address of our pointer P1 into pointer P2 because P2 is a double pointer. So just initialize that P2 is equal to %P1. So just to see the address of P1, it is 1004. So 1004 will be stored in our pointer P2. So by using this pointer P2, we can access the value of P1 as well as the value of x variable. How? So just to see the example. First of all, include the library. So hash include studio.h. Then after write the main function. In main function I am writing integer x is equal to 10. So x is equal to 10 stored at particular location, that is 1000. Now I am declaring two different pointers. So again for pointer P1 and double pointer P2, one memory location will be allocated. Here for P1 memory location is 1004 and for P2 memory location is 1008. Now initialize both the pointer. So in P1 the address of x will be stored, that is 1000, and in P2 address of P1 will be stored. Now I want to access the x value by using P1 and by using P2. So it is possible. So write the value of x by using three different ways. So I am writing first printf, that is value of x is equal to %d comma x. So when this statement will execute, the value of x will be print, it is 10. Now I want to print using my pointer P1. So I am writing value of x using pointer P1, or we can say single pointer P1 is equal to %D and comma asterisk P1. So it is a dereferencing operator. It will print the value which is stored at location 1000. So again it will print the answer 10, and I want to print the same value using my double pointer. So just to see the third printf, that value of x using double pointer is equal to asterisk asterisk P2. So when first asterisk will execute 1000 value we will get, and second time it will dereference, so it will print the value which is stored at 1000 location. So again it will print the same answer, that is 10. So in this way we can use the concept of pointer to pointer or double pointer. Hope guys you understand this lecture very well. If you have any query then you can contact me. We will see more topics in next videos. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.